Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 235-member Michigan Marching Band. Under the direction of Professor J.E. Elvis, the M Fanfare. Hey, yo, DJ Away, you ready? Block him showing out as a tip the cast. As soon as he thought he was bringing hell, and she didn't call me twice, but now I mean my hell. I'm cleaning the fight, but now I'm eating the fast. Too heavy, we only waited, we got me feeling scared. I scream with the brains, the minutes in the flow on. Ain't a thing, get some team, what you do on? Bitch, me a really boy, you know I'm pussy cool on. So when they asking me what is you on, let's start learning. For the number one spot, up to it's all things that they know. They know. Every now and then I got on the mind that it's stop playing, you know. Makes it blue. Glory, you gon' kick that fight. Wasn't the first thing in noon, we sleep at night. You know Christ was the crib that fight. It's not a thing to jump on the wing, we could get that fight. We double dare competition, never have we got permission. Not to mention that could be what we had other spots pushing. The thing they drive the team is not ignition. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. the winners and names have the winners and blue. You DJ a ring, they don't see the time of blue.
Damn. What happened in the Big Ten? Penn State's ranked 7. It's 12, Oregon 13. See, we've got Big Ten teams ranked. It's just beating the shit out of each other.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. RPO RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You're just wondering how the weather conditions will affect ball security in this game. It is so cold here at night, and that ball has got to be hard to hold on to. We saw an example of it right there. Bad ball security leads to the takeover.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Gets it inside the... Got some room in it to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line block box first, so low. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away and it'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'll lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling.
Exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee.
Why is Miami in the MAC?
Has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything
Unless that's Miami of Ohio.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid return there, offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
In the red area, it's Hester. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick as they go.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Washington! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. On the ground, it's Hester. There you go.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Fires left. Complete downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more for more of that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Middle Tennessee. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might as well stick with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll do it himself. Makes him talk to the hand. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Green.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Huskies will be forced to put it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Michigan offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Fields the punt and looking for Dale. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be... the 36. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's loose. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, the offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in Pekin, Ontario, in weather like this. And there was nothing we could do. We just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these muffs or special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. He's a touchdown, Husky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Washington, 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Caught close to the marker. It's Hester. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and then this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something.
Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This kick would be hard enough, straight on, 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Bell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Wolverines will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They feed him again. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. No reason to risk risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll run play action. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go! Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Hard running there. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Now the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 5 over East Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
They got the play, bottle up, boom, it's out. And the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Barrels ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds one. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington.
Essentially making this a practice game for the 2nd string, and eventually I'll get 3rd string put in here. Possibly 4th quarter.
Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Let them get some important game time experience and some XP, you know.
Looking to fire. Hauls it in. It's a fumble. Defense grabs a football.
Prepare them for next year, because I'm going to lose a lot of the starters.
Made the catch and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They couldn't draw, but better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the run and get him 1 snap, 1 touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out. of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need to. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think it...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
Turning it on! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Slithers into space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They've got the screen set up. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Herbstreit. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So here comes the Michigan offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line, and it's Washington. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Fires to the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds some fresh air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Herbstreit. Still on his feet. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the charge.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Wolverine. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Takes a handoff. It's Washington. They knock him down, but not...
Sorry, I'm just noticing there's people that are starters or secondary that are still on the field. And I know it's because of these positions right here. These specialty positions. So I'm trying to fix that. And apparently, I am seriously buzzed or drunk. I think it would be safe to say I'm drunk right now. What am I looking at here? Hammond, Moten. Moten, Hammond. And of course, those are the two that are there. Just trying to get some experience, XP, for these guys that are going to be here. Yeah, see? That guy right there. He is why I am doing this right now. False. Scheiße. These aren't even linebackers. A linebacker freshman. Works for me. Next one would be that guy. 72. We're good. These aren't even corners. So take everyone out of there. First freshman I see that's a corner. Next freshman corner. Metcalf. This late in the game, let's keep it here. Metcalf is a great player, but I need my freshman to get some experience. Carr, we're going to bump you down here. So if, then he gets some experience. And it's not like he's played enough snaps to lose his red shirt. So let that be that.
21-yard line, pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under fire. Got a man. It's Harris. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. seconds left. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Give to the fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.